like the frog? Directly from UK. Exactly. Thanks, Bob. So, welcome to next Pharma Summit. Incredible to be here today because we are actually celebrating a very special moment, which is our 5th life jubilee. And I still remember when we started the show back in 2019, we heard mixed impressions and feelings like, Dario, we don't want another pharma event, right? Or for instance, I don't want to speak at Next because no one does. Or for instance, what is Next? And my favorite one, what's the difference between Next and Peak? You know which one, right? And like 5 events after, like 400 people which we have today, of course, thank you so much for the support, but I still remember when I was much older, back in 2019, and actually then we had only 100 people, right? 108 people to be exact, and out of which 40% were free tickets. Incredible, right? So we are standing here now with 400, and we definitely proved that we created a great pharma community, of course, together with that particular pharma community. And now, you know that usually I try to say something smart in my opening, so let's try that again. And basically, I thought about, okay, but what actually changed in pharma since 2019? From this cross-functional mindset, when we started this. And I really thought about a couple of days, even weeks, and I made a very interesting conclusion, which is nothing. Well, actually, no, that's of course not the case. Let's be honest, let's be fair, pharma is a great industry. We are really doing heavy changes. And just if we consider the customer-facing functions, so medical, commercial, marketing, digital, we really changed heavily. I won't read everything, but briefly, we know what happened to medical. It emerged to the third pillar in pharma. Commercial is rapidly changing from these face-to-face business models to a much more complex environment. Digital, I don't have to say anything about digital, right? And marketing, which also is definitely doing this movement to customer centricity in pharma and also engaging in a much better way with our stakeholders. And obviously change is real, change is constant, change happens on every single day. And one of my favorite quotes when it comes to change is coming from Jack Welch. You can like him, you can dislike him, but I fully agree when he says change before you have to. And we all remember, some companies are not so lucky to change, some companies are destroyed because of change. And we all remember, for instance, how we consumed television in the past, right? We all remember that company. And that particular company called Blockbuster was successful, trusted, and dominating the market. Sounds familiar, right? But then the new kid came into town, Netflix. It changed radically the industry, and the rest is history. There is even this anecdote, which you most probably know, that Blockbuster had a chance to purchase Netflix for a miserable $5 million, but of course, they never did it, right? And I already said that pharma is really a great industry. We changed heavily. Just in comparison to 2019 and today, I really honestly believe we changed. But what in some way worries me is that we still see some blockbuster legacy, even in pharma. What I mean by that is the focus on products, not experience. We are not acting as one. We also see engagements are scheduled, heavy and limited, like renting a DVD at Blockbuster. And my favorite one, we still see heavy investments in volume and visibility and low adaptability. So what we could actually learn from Netflix, and to be honest, I really hate when people say, we have to be like Netflix. No, we can't be like Netflix. The stake is different, we deal with different kind of customers, and of course, the industry is super complex compared to a streaming platform. But what we could learn from Netflix is obviously on-demand personalized engagement, customer experience and AI in the first place, acting as one, where cross-functionality is definitely something happening on a daily basis, continuous feedback loop from our customers, and my favorite one, value comes from relevance and timing, and not just reach. So, what is actually next? Because we have to say what's next, at least we can try, right? And we could do that in a way so that we can play bingo and throw away different interesting passwords, like AI on the channel, off the channel. You know all those great passwords which we like on our daily meetings, right? And I even came up with omnichannel in the end, maybe you heard about that. So at the end of the day, it's not about the passwords, it's about the customers, right? Because we definitely don't have to care about omnichannel, multi-channel, nothing about that. At the end of the day, every single customer journey starts and ends with a customer, with asking customers the right question, the right timing, and of course, delivering meaningful experience and conversations. So briefly, in my opinion, I won't read all of them, but what is actually my somehow blueprint for Pharma product in 2 years, shift towards value-based engagements, super critical. Then we have to break away from siloed KPIs, align internally. We also have to upskill in customer experience. In my opinion, that's, together with culture, maybe the biggest challenge we should face. We have to unify core capabilities. AI is going mainstream, sorry, it's here to stay. And my favorite one, challenge legacy operating models. Structure should follow strategy and not history. One more thing before we deep dive into conversations. Guess what? But we are coming back to Dubrovnik next year. Next 26, May 19 and 20. And let me ask you, any Australians in the audience? I can't hear you. I still can't hear you. We are bringing next to Australia. Of course, you can already purchase tickets. I have them here, so if anyone wants, just let me know. And we're also doing, once again, next customer experience in AI, November 18th, 19th in Vienna. So that's also already an incredible show with 350 people, so make sure you will be there. Last but not least, actually two more things. Thank you. Really, really thank you from bottom of the heart to make this happen. It started like a dream, and at the end of the day, I really think we did something like a great Pharma community where people like the vibe there, people like the atmosphere where they got the different ideas, and of course, the reasonable gathering with people and build up the community. So thank you so much. And of course, also thanks to the team and also to my beautiful wife, Petra, who is also part of the team.